How are you?
Let's see. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Ah, yes. I always like doing Jungle to Savoy because you get that great backdrop. It's nice. Okay, so guys, Red 2. Is it always good to get the chance to revisit a character and take them on a little bit and develop what you've done in the first movie?
Only if you have a really good script. We had the same writers wrote Red 2 as wrote the first film, John and Eric Hober. And it's a much funnier script, and it's much wackier than the first one was.
Because what comes across on the screen is how much fun it is, and it looks like you guys had a great time making it. Is that true? Is it a really tight ensemble cast?
Yes.
It's really easy to. John and Bruce and I have a really easy rapport, and it's just really feel. If you're with somebody and you're working and it's 1 a.m, you want it to be somebody that you like, you know. And that part of the movie, that's the best part for me.
Because if you remove the bangs and whistles, it's actually a love story between your two characters, isn't it? And you kind of play with that 30s screwball comedy
Yes.
sort of vibe. How much of that is ad-lib between you two?
I don't know how much ad-libbing we actually did. I've been asked that a couple times, but I think we were all very close to the script and maybe went a little bit outside the lines, but
We did some reinvention on the day, like swapping dialogue sometimes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes scenes would change right at the last minute, and something that I was meant to do in a particular scene, I asked Mary Louise to do it, and then and vice versa. So she's in the gang now.
This material, you kind of have to be you have to stay kind of loose.
I mean, and to stay loose, you've got to have great actors around you. You mentioned a great script at the start there, Bruce, but it's great casting, this franchise. And maybe in the first one, you didn't expect Helen Mirren in that sort of role. And this one, we've got Sir Anthony Hopkins. I mean, the casting's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
David Thewlis,
David
Catherine
Thewlis,
Zeta-Jones,
Byung-Hun Lee.
Byung-Hun Lee.
Talk to me about Tony, though, because he's a Brit. He's a legend, obviously, in these parts. And you just, I don't mean this any offence to you guys, but when he's on screen, he kind of brings it up to another level, doesn't he?
That's how we felt. We were just watching him. For all of his scenes, we were just audience members.
Yeah, he's
we were just
mesmerizing,
watching him do what he does. He's just great.
And where does this go now? I mean, just because you've got a cast that you enjoy working with, it's the stories can write themselves in many respects. You just can go on and on. Are we going to have a Red 10, 15 years down the line?
Yeah. Yeah, Red 10.
Wheelchairs.
It is a business, and if the studio makes money, I feel almost certain that they would try to cause another one to be made.
You'd be up for that, both of you?
I'd want to revisit it, yeah. Heck yeah.
I'll revisit it.
One franchise, Bruce, that makes a bit of money, Die Hard. Another one is planned.
Well, we're not in it for the money.
Well, how far down the line are we in that? Oh, you've got a script, you've got a story. How far along is that?
No, just ideas now. Nobody really wants to talk about it because they don't want to jinx it.
And just finally then, hopefully we don't jinx this either, it's Royal Baby Day in the UK.
How's that going, by the way? I need some info.
It's a boy or a girl.
I think
That's
the
all we
baby's
know,
been
right?
born. Is my
It
theory.
will be a boy or a girl. I think you're right in that aspect.
Any baby tips for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
Just give them love every day.
Don't take anybody else's advice.
Right.
On that note, thank you. Cheers.
I wish them the best of luck, though.
I think that baby's
They're
born already.
adorable.